Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy EmeryReigns to bring you some more Dead or Alive 6 related content. And in this video, I'm going to do something completely different than I've done before. And, you know, pretty much the context of this video is going to be about what I would like to see if there was a Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate. Now, I know this may seem a little bit far-fetched, especially because nothing's been announced and we don't have any news or anything like that for Dead or Alive 6 Ultimate. But there's been a lot of speculation and a lot of talk that if, you know, Team Ninja was going to make a comeback with DOA6 at this point, it would have to be in another version like a DOA6 Ultimate. Now, we all know that when DOA6 came out, the game was extremely incomplete. There were so many modes missing, there were characters missing, the online wasn't there, online dojo was taken away, team battle was gone, tag battle was gone. I think the first thing that I would really love to see back is the return of those classic modes that we're really all used to seeing at this point. I would love to see tag battle back, I would love to see team battle back, and again, it may seem really small to some people, but these are the things that have made DOA pretty much DOA at this point, you know. This game has been around for a long time. These modes were taken out of the game, and these are the things that made this game what it is today. Not only as a competitive player, because again, when it comes to team battle and tag battle, those things can be considered really casual, especially because they weren't really competitive to begin with. But there was nothing like going with your friends and playing some team battle and playing some tag battle and just kicking back. And the fact that those things are taken out of the game is definitely really upsetting. As you guys know, it's very, very hard to make a fighting game have modes that stand out. You know, if you look at Tekken, you got Tekken Bowl mode, and, you know, that's pretty much it. I mean, other than being able to go into the game and fight, what kind of modes can you have in the game? So the fact that you're going to take the few modes that you can put in the game out of it, I think that that's really foolish of them to do. And I cannot stress enough that as a casual player looking in, DOA really just doesn't have that much to offer right now, especially, you know, because the storyline has been lacking since DOA 5, you know, even before DOA 5, back in DOA 4, the story was lacking. So, you know, you can't really expect people to dive into a game and want to get into if you have nothing to offer them. The next thing that I would love to see in Dead or Alive, and this is from a competitive standpoint, I would love to see better balance updates that actually make fucking sense. There's been countless times that I've seen Team Ninja update this game and make balance changes that absolutely mean nothing. Instead of adjusting the stages so that they're playable in tournament, you know, instead of just nerfing and changing the stuff that need to be changed, like Kula having a jumping mid kick that's fucking 0 on block with an 11 frame mid and a 9 frame jab, instead of changing the stuff in the game that needs to be changed, you're going to change stuff like Neo Tenku's down kick being from -1 on hit to -2. Like, what kind of sense does that make? That doesn't change anything. You know, sometimes I wonder, is Team Ninja sitting around a big fucking table like, we should nerf this character, we should buff this character? No, I have the better idea, Johnny. We should make a move that's -1 on hit, -2. What the fuck does that even change? Now, I'm not saying I want them to go and nerf and buff the entire fucking cast, but that's what keeps people interested in the game. When you're changing it and making it different, you know, not saying every single day or every single week, but every couple of months, you know, make a character different, make a character more viable, make a character less viable. You know, I hate to compare DOA to Tekken, but look at Tekken, they do it constantly when they update their game. You know, characters like Dragunov and other characters, they constantly get changes, and it changes the entire meta of the game, which means that these players have to play differently. Number 3 on my list of things that I would love for DOA6 Ultimate is going to have to be better costume quality and customization for characters. Now, I am so huge on customization and making your character look the way you want them to. I know this may seem like another thing that's small to people, but again, guys, every little thing matters. When you're creating a game that is really easy to lack details in, such as a fighting game, every little thing counts. I cannot stand the fact that the customization in DOA is so limited. Now, back in DOA 5 last round, I wanted a character customization as well. The only issue is that Team Ninja was always putting out a bunch of costumes, and there were always so many great costumes in the game. Granted, DOA 6 has been out less than a year, and you gotta give them a chance to come out with the costumes, but as of right now, the costumes that they've come out with are fucking lackluster. And because of the fact that the costumes are so lackluster, that just makes me want customization even more. Again, I hate to compare DOA to Tekken, but if you look at Tekken's costume customization, you have so many goddamn options to customize your character. You can put whatever you want on him. You have a complete color palette where you can make your costumes any color you want. My biggest issue with DOA Central is the fact that they introduced DOA Central to make it seem like you had the ability to customize your characters, but in reality, you can't really change shit. Another big issue that I have with DOA's character customization is the fact that The stuff that you would need to make a good character customization, or at least a customization that you can talk about, is so simple. Like, all you need to do is really add a color palette. We already know the Team Ninja has the ability to come out with costumes that are different colors, so why not just let us pick those colors? My next request for DOA6 Ultimate would be better stages. I know this is like beating a dead horse at this point. You know, even in DOA5, you know, we complained about the stages, even though the stages in DOA5 are fucking better than the ones we got now. And when I say better stages, I don't want them to bring back every single stage from DOA5 and DOA4. I don't want all these old stages in a brand new game. I want brand new stages, original thought, original ideas. Now granted, I do miss stages like Aerial Gardens and the Great Wall from the classic DOA games, but we don't need to go back in time and keep recycling these stages. Give us brand new stages that are actually good. And last but not least, number 5 for me is going to have to be requesting better characters. You know, in DOA 5, we got 2 brand new characters, Mila and Rig, and those characters were original thought. We've never seen characters like that in DOA before. But then you guys come out with DOA 6 and you come out with Diego, and then it's kind of like, okay, Diego's cool. He's kind of generic. It is what it is, but he's cool. But then you guys come out with DOA 6 and then give us Mai and Kula and Momiji, characters that were already in the last DOA game, you know, with an exception for Kula. But I mean, nobody really asked for Kula. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually grew to like Kula as a character because she was original to DOA. We've never had a character that's been able to freeze people like fucking Sub-Zero. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the character was a good choice to go with. There were so many other King of Fighters characters you guys could have picked, and you picked Kula. I know crossover characters are the big thing in fighting games. You got Tekken and Walking Dead characters and Final Fantasy characters, but they don't always have to be crossover characters. Just give us good original characters. This isn't really something that I'm going to add to my list of top 5 things, but this is something I want to talk about nonetheless. I think another thing that we really need Team Ninja to do is look over this game. I don't really agree with some of the features and the mechanics that they have in the game right now, and I'm not going to spend too much time talking about mechanics. However, the ground game in DOA 6 is absolutely atrocious. The ground game needs to change. You should not be able to lay on the floor as long as you want and not suffer any repercussions for doing so. The ground game has to 100% be changed. I'm not going to request throw breaks and things like that because those are things that we'll probably never see, but I do know for a 100% fact that ground game is one thing that they can add into this game successfully. Now that you guys know my top 5 list of things that I would like in DOA 6 Ultimate, I would like you guys to leave your comments in the comment section as well, expressing what you would like to see if there ever was a DOA 6 Ultimate. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to share it and leave it a thumbs up and everything like that, and I will catch you guys next video. You guys keep fighting. I'll see you around.